Okay, this is a quick update for Hurricane Irma, which continues to generate 185 mile per hour maximum sustained winds. We're looking at the rainbow map here this morning. This is September the 6th, 2017 at about 11:30 a.m. on the west coast. And we can see that this storm is now moving in a more of a north-westerly direction, a north-northwest direction. We put the grid on, we can see that better. And I think what's going to happen, because of the fact that there's we've got a tropical storm in the Gulf of Mexico right now. Let's take a look at the hurricane map, which is Katia, I guess it is, Katia, with 45 mile per hour winds, central pressure of 1,004 millibar, and moving east-southeast at 5 miles per hour. So we've got this storm developing, and then we have Irma right here, which has the same stats. The pressure has risen slightly. This was down at like 916 millibar last night, but the winds remain about 185 mile per hour. Now the storm is moving west-northwest at 16 according to this information. Let's look at the maps here real quick. First, notice what's happening here. We've got a dark area filling out. That is high pressure, and that is helping to steer. Same thing over here. We've got some dark area right here. That is steering this storm. Right here we can see what's happening. This is filling out black, this entire area. Now also, this area of thunderstorms right here are being superheated. We're going to take a look at that right now. There's actually a pressure wave right here, a very large pressure wave all the way across that moves out to the northeast. And we can see that Puerto Rico is probably not going to, it'll be a very close hit. These guys are going to get smashed, actually. I believe that's Puerto Rico right there. So we'll have to see what happens, but it doesn't look good. Here again is the water vapor map. We can see that the storm is being targeted. We can see a blast pattern right there. But once again, like the storm that just hit Houston here a week and a half ago, this storm is also not being blown apart. So this is being allowed to move in. We'll have to see what happens. Here's the visible light map. And right here we can really see the pressure wave right there as this group of thunderstorms is superheated. Let's go ahead and get rid of that bad frame. Okay, so this area right here, keep an eye on that. Look at that pressure wave moving out when this area is superheated. And so the same thing could be happening on this storm. They would normally target right near the center over and over, and that will disrupt the convective process of the hurricane and weaken it. But that's not happening. They're working on this area down here. Also, we've got Jose right behind this storm, Irma, right behind it. And then, of course, we have Katia in the Gulf. So this will have to be steered the other way. I can't imagine that they would allow this to move into the Gulf along with the storm that's in there now developing, which is right here. This is the water vapor map for the Gulf of Mexico. And we can see a blast pattern all the way around this area. They are the weather controllers are targeting that system. And we can see that in all of these maps. Here's the infrared map. We can see the color change. And we see the center is actually split in half right here. So there's not an organized center of rotation in this system. It's actually being targeted, and the convective process is being disrupted. There's no counterclockwise rotation going on, but the size of this storm is very large, and of course we've got Irma moving in. I think that's going to be steered up the east coast. I don't think they're going to allow this to move in and mix with what's going on here. Here's the visible light map. We can see the photoshopping. If we go ahead and stop the loop, we can really see the areas where this storm is being targeted. Let's go ahead and roll through it. We have the night to day transition, and we can see the areas where the storm has been targeted. Now watch what happens on the next frames. These craters expand, and that is the superheating process. Right here again, this whole area is expanding. We see the photoshopping. Now if we let it run, you can actually see the what happens after the fact. These areas are all superheated, and that disrupts the organization of the storm. We do see in the visible light map that there is some sort of counterclockwise center of rotation right there. Okay, next we have the floaters map. This is the IR map. We can see that shock wave from that. There's some thunderstorms right down here that are being targeted by a microwave, and we see that shock wave right there moving out to the northeast. Visible light map, we can really see that detail right here. Look at that roll cloud. That is where these storms are being targeted. The superheated water vapor moves out very quickly, and that's what we're seeing there. That's a roll cloud, a pressure wave generated by that superheated water vapor from the microwave superheating process. All right, now on the sea surface temperature, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the right here. This is where that hurricane's moving. These waters are actually warmer up near the Keys in Florida than they are where the storm is currently right now. Let's go ahead and find another map that's a little better right here. Okay. And we can see that the deeper red is up in this area right here. This is much warmer than out right here by a couple of degrees. So we've got probably 84 degrees out here and about 85, 86 up right in here. And that's where this storm is headed. And all right here is, I think they're going to run this right up the coast of the east coast of the United States because of what's happening over here. All right. Let's take a quick look at the Caribbean map once again. You can see the blast pattern. This is insufficient power. They're not killing this deliberately. We'll have to look at the trading on Wall Street. Just like on 9/11, there were a lot of put options on United Airlines and American Airlines. That was not reported much in the news, but there are people in the know that are making millions of dollars off of these manufactured disasters. 9/11 was a good example because it was actually reported on the news that an investigation was underway to find out how those people knew what they knew. Of course, we never heard anything more after that. That was all hushed up. So the same thing is happening here. We actually got two. This is going to be a hurricane here very shortly. We can see that rotation. This will be steered probably up to the on the east coast because of another storm that's Katia. And once again, we see the blast pattern. All the effort is being expended right here when they could be targeting the center of that storm, weakening it. But that's not happening. There's our evidence right here. Same thing here. A lot of effort being used to break this down. We can see the center being split in half. Huge blast pattern all the way around. Okay, that's it. We'll leave it right here and we'll do another update probably tonight. That's it.